Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. Khalil Herbert on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Throwing to begin is Richardson. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Colts first down. On play action, Richardson. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 32 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On second down, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Indianapolis. From the gun, Richardson. On the move left. Off he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Second and a yard. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. It brings up fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. Throwing is Richardson. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Taylor. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Here's Richardson. He's got it at the 3.
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest of the game, and let's see what they dial up here on 4th down.
Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Colts are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. They'll go with the reverse, and he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They go play action now. Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Khalil Herbert to return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Tackled there by Mack Wilson.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 17 yards, the gain there. That's good for a Colts first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So after one, 7-3 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10. Now Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards. They'll come up here, first and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball. Understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way. Live to play another down.
Try again. It's second and 10. On the handoff, it's Taylor. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Will Johnson up for the stop. What can they do here on third down and 7? Looking to throw, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Murray on first down. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Cardinals first down. Again, it's Benson. Woo! And he'll get about 5. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 5. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. They go play action with Murray. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's second and 3 to go. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw is Murray. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's first and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
To the goal line and in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. To the right side here, pass is caught. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Colts move back to within 1. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. They'll try to run a reverse. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action. It's Murray. Out to his right. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 38 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Ooh. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Murray looking to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they get the timeout. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cardinals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. That's Juju Brents in on the tackle. Second down and 8. They'll go again with Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. On third down, Murray. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
They'll try and throw for it with Murray. And that is not gonna work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Murray. He'll let one go down the middle. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 39 yards.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks. Because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Murray gonna fire this one out to Harrison. And the tackle's gonna be made down at the 40-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. Now Murray keeping it himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Murray gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Murray gonna hand this to Benson. And that one gonna be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Richardson. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Richardson to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
On On fourth down, Richardson. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
Tight end on the move left. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and 7. To throw is Murray. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Richardson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Josh Sweat in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson pushed out to his left. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That one late over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
A run out of the gun with Benson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Benson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off. That's Samuel Womack.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it could possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Richardson gonna look to throw. And he's gonna have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Josh Sweat in there to record his second sack of the afternoon, and number 6 on the year.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On second down, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. That'll be good for 11 yards, still short of the first down marker, and third down coming up.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing, Richardson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Josh Sweat, he works his way in, and a big milestone sack, number 50 in his career. second down throw for Richardson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Throwing is Richardson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Josh Sweat, absolutely singular focus on right now. He's just picked up his 4th sack of the game. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Here's Richardson. And he's gonna go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So it's a win for the visitors. The Cardinals